So you guys, I saw this guy last weekend at our show at Arcade Expo in the Museum of Pinball. That's all the way in Banning, California. Now we're in Frisco, Texas.
Yep.
And Lyndon is here too. What is this epic journey you're doing right now?
Oh, we've done it a few years now. Help out, we actually go to the Arcade Expo and volunteer as techs to actually help keep all the
Thank
machines
you.
running. Oh, it's a lot of fun. And you get to work on a lot of machines that, we haven't seen. They're so ultra rare. It's brilliant. And yeah, so drove out from LA, flew into LA, drove out to Banning, spent the weekend there, and the last week we slowly drove over here, stopped by at a couple of places like the Lone Star Pinball Museum, and stopped at a few places like that, and arrived here, spent the whole weekend at Texas, and then drive back to LA to fly out.
So why did you choose Arcade Expo and Texas Pinball Fest to be your shows of the year to come out to the U.S.?
Well, firstly, they're a week apart. It's perfect timing to see, two back-to-back like this. Texas is wonderful to meet up with all the designers and programmers. And of course, Banning is just so much fun with playing the machines. You don't have long lineups to play the machines. It's really good. And here at Texas, we get a lot of stuff autographed because we take the flyers back and memorabilia. We have heaps all over the walls of the museum that's all autographed. And recently we've started doing competitions where we give autographed memorabilia out to people who get Grand Champion high scores, that type of thing. So here, this weekend is perfect to meet up with all the designers. I've got a backpack full of about 250 flyers that I'm getting signed. So just running around chasing up.
And how's it going so far? Are you almost done?
I've probably got about 80 of them signed so far. Still a bit more work to do.
Okay, and so at NIL is the Australian Pinball Museum.
Yep.
So the only pinball museum in Australia.
Yep, only one in Australia.
Tell me about it. How many games do you guys have? What is it like there?
At any given time, there's always a minimum of 30 playable games. Plus, we have a stack of games on display to look at, stuff all the way back to the 1930s. And lots of artwork, a few video games as well.
So what has been like the craziest thing you've seen this weekend?
Oh, I don't know. One thing, so many monsters all here. They're everywhere. Every corner you turn around, it's another Munsters pinball.
It's like 30 months.
Yeah, it's brilliant, yeah. It's good to have a brand new game like that and it's accessible for everyone to play. Because if there was, one or two here, there'd be huge lineups, but every corner there seems to be another Munsters, which really good so everyone can play it. Yeah, good publicity for the pinball.
Absolutely. Do you guys have any big shows, pinball and arcade shows in Australia?
There's a couple. Two that are really big would probably be Pinfest in Newcastle, and there's a Flip Out in Melbourne. Yeah, I think Pinfest is around September, if I remember correctly, and Flip Out is December.
So we'll see you at that show. I want to get out,
Come down and visit.
Oh man.
Do a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, road trip around the country.
How long does it take to get from Melbourne to Brisbane?
Oh, that's probably 16 or so hours driving.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Well, I've just done what?
You
LA
did
to Texas.
more. You did more
Easy.
than that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, Lyndon, and hopefully we can get over there to Australia. And if not, please come back here. And thanks for volunteering again. My gosh.
Expo. Yeah, next Arcade Expo, can't wait for it. And of course, this Texas, it's going to be good.
Thank you so much. All right, see ya.